Hey guys, it's Love Saloon here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this super cute Souls mk-2 bracelet. This was created a long time ago by Souls Provider on Instagram. He made the original Souls bracelet, which is also on my channel, and then this one he made right after that. We just never got around to the tutorial until now, so I do apologize. But Souls Provider does have a lot of super cute designs. So I will have his Instagram information below, and then you can also find his own YouTube channel, which has a lot of his designs and other people's designs as well. So you can find all that information below. This design does take about 120 bands or so, roughly. And I think it is super cute. I think it is awesome, and it really is not hard to make. Once you get the pattern down, you can kind of zip through it. So here's one with limited edition bands. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet, I do recommend a double-ended hook and also one C-clip. I would also recommend choosing the colors you want to use and labeling them. I'm only using 3, and I'm going to label them A, B, and C. My A band is going to be the center gold. My B band, my zebra, is going to be where the blue glitter is. And then the opaque blue will be the outside brown. You can use more than one color on the outside if you want, like this one. It's up to you. So I'm just going to use one color today. So we're going to start by grabbing our A band, and we're just going to make a cat band. It may make it easier to C-clip this cat band together. That's up to you. We're going to grab that same color. We're going to pull it through the entire cat band. And you're going to want to pick up the left side of the cat band and get it back on your hook. And now reattach the other side of the band you were pulling through. Keep it in that order. Grab your B band. Pull it through the first 2 bands. Keep them in that order as you're pulling it through. And then you're going to pick up the outside band, get it back on your hook, and then reattach that. Like so. Grab your C color. And now this is going to go through the first and third. So my entire zebra band is going to come over onto this blue band. So this is how I do it. I pull it through the first one, then I skip the second one, and I use my finger to push the third one over. So it should look like that. And then before we do anything else, we need to pick up the second band closest to our hook. So it would be this one right here. The outside band needs to go back on your hook. Like so. And now reattach this. So that's what it should look like. We're now going to take this third band here, and we're going to flip it to the outside of the hook. So grab the third band and just bring it over your hook so it's like that. And that's actually all you do for that part. So we're going to slide it down and do the same thing on this side. So before we can do anything, we do need to pick up the cat band on this side. So take off this end band here. Scoop up the other side of this cat band. Place that back on. Keep it in that order. Grab your B band. Pull it through the first 2 bands. You're going to skip the first band and pick up that outside band. And then reattach this. I'm going to grab my C band. That feels a little flimsy. I'm going to get a different one. Okay, so I got my C band, and we need to pull the first and third band over. So first one, skip the second, bring over the third. Should look something like that. We're going to scoop up the second band. So skip the first one closest to your hook and pick up the outside one there. And then reattach. We're going to take the third band now and flip it over our hook. I usually like to slide it down a little. Grab that third band, and you're just going to flip it to the outside of the hook, like that. So it's like under here. And that is one whole sequence. So to start our next sequence, you're going to want to grab your A color band for the middle. We're going to be pulling this through the first 4 bands. You're going to skip the first 2 bands closest to your hook, and then you're going to pick up the 3rd and 4th, which are these 2 end ones here. Reattach that band you're pulling through. We want that sitting in the middle, so we're just going to grab these 2 bands, kind of rearrange it so it's sitting in the middle. Now, sometimes when you're pulling that over to rearrange, it may like tighten this up over here, this like blue band, but as you go through, if you just pull on it, it will loosen it back up. So don't worry about that too much. So now we're going to start doing that same thing all over again. So now I'm going to grab my B color band. We're going to pull this through the first 3 bands. You're going to pick up the first band closest to your hook and then reattach this when you're pulling through. So make sure this stays in that order. Grab your C color band, and we're going to bring this to the first and the 3rd band. So that second one needs to stay on your hook. Bring over the 1st and the 3rd. We're going to skip the first band, pick up the second one, which is the outside band, and now reattach the one you were pulling through. We're going to grab that 3rd band. We're going to pull it down and bring it over our hook, like so. Slide it down, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to grab your B band, pull it through the first 3. You're going to pick up the first band closest to your hook, and then reattach the one you're pulling through. Keep it in that order and grab your C band. You're going to bring it through the first band, skip the second, and bring over the 3rd. We're going to pick up the outside band out here, get it back on your hook, and now reattach the one you're pulling through. Grab that 3rd band, and you're going to flip it to the outside of your hook. Like so. So we'll do that again. Grab your A band for the center. Pull this through the first 4 bands. Skip the 2 middle bands. You're going to pick up these 2 outside bands here. Get them back on your hook. Reattach the one you're pulling through. We want that in the middle, so rearrange these so that that middle band sits in the center. Like that. We're going to go back to our B band. Pull it through the first 3. Pick up the band closest to your hook. And now reattach. Grab your C band, and we're going to bring this through the first band and the 3rd band. Like so. Pick up this outside band and get it back on your hook. And now reattach that. Grab your 3rd band, and we're going to bring it over the hook, which locks it. If you haven't noticed, it kind of locks it in there. And see how like this band's all the way down here? Like I said before, if you just kind of pull on it a little bit, it fixes that. I usually try to just worry about that at the end though. So now we need to slide it down and do the other side. If you ever forget like where you're at, if you have to stop for some reason and you come back and you're like, oh, I don't know where I left off. You can see, if you look at the inner band, you can see that I have a band already connected to that inner band on this side, but not on this side. See, this one doesn't have anything connected to it. So I know I need to slide it down and do that side. So I will grab my B color band. I'll pull it through the first 3. I'm going to pick up the first band closest to my hook, reattach this. Grab my C color band, bring it through the first and 3rd band. pick up this outside band and reattach the one I pulled through. I'm going to grab that third band and I'm going to bring it over the outside of my hook. Voila! I'll do that again for you. My A band goes through the first 4. You're going to skip the 2 middle bands and you're going to pick up the next 2. Reattach the middle band you're pulling through. Rearrange it so that it's sitting in the center. I'm going to grab my B band and I'm going to pull this through the first 3. Pick up the first band closest to your hook, reattach the one you're pulling through. Grab my C band, you're going to pull it through the first band, skip the second, pull it through the third. You're going to pick up the outside band right here and reattach the one you pulled through. Grab that third band and flip it over your hook. Slide it down and turn it around like so. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So I'll grab my B band, pulling it through the first 3. Pick up the first band closest to my hook and reattach. I'm going to grab my C band. Oh, I grabbed a flimsy one again. Grab a C band and pull it through the first and third band. Pick up this outside band right here and reattach the one you were pulling through. Grab this third band here and we're going to pull that over the hook. Like so. So I'm going to go ahead and do it 1 or 2 more times without giving instructions, just in case anyone's having a hard time. Okay, so when you are ready to close it up, you're going to have the 6 loops up here like you're ready to start your next section, and you're just going to pull 1 band through everything. So there's no special instructions for closing it. You just pull 1 through all of them. Bring it together like so, and that's what you attach your C-clip to. And there you have the completed Soul's mk-2 bracelet, created by Soul's Provider on Instagram. Remember, you can find more of his designs on YouTube under Soul's Provider, and also tag him and myself, Love Saloon, on Instagram if you make it. We'd love to see your rendition of it. So thank you so much for watching another video, and I'll see you soon at my next tutorial. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.